Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad that you did. I'm Cheryl from Southwest Florida, and I am going to sort of rush through this video. For those of you who follow me on a regular basis, you know that I am having trouble with my internet, and for those of you who don't, I'm having trouble with my internet, and so I have to do pretty quick videos. So I am doing a walkthrough of a journal I made using a kit called Autumn Woods, and the kit was created by Karin Villanova. She is with KPA, Creative Paper Artisans, and this is my design team project for October. Yes, you heard that right. She asked me if I would be on her design team. I am so humbled. I just can't even tell you how happy I was when she asked me to be on her design team. And I've actually, have some other news coming. I have so much news. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to do a walkthrough of this journal, and I'm going to try to not hurry through the journal, but I'm not going to kind of waste any time because I only have so much time to upload a video. I've already tried doing this 3 times today. I'm really hoping 4th time is a charm. But I did do some crafting today, which was good. It was very healthy, therapeutic, and I really enjoyed it. I used my scraps because, yes, my printer is still down. But I am not worried about it. I'm just not worried about it anymore. But I sure do miss y'all. And I miss doing videos. So let's try it. It's a paper bag journal. That's what I use for the substrate. And let's take a walk through. Here is what's becoming my, I think, signature. I think you'll see this in and on every journal I make from now until I stop making journals. I love them. So anyway, it's my little specimen card that I made, and it's got some of the pressed flowers from my garden, which is no longer my garden, but I have a box full of pressed flowers from my garden, so no worries. We'll do another garden. So, we will. And, whoever gets this journal will have a part of my garden, a part of my heart. So, in any event, without further ado, I just put 2 brads here. This is wax thread that I used. This is part of the kit. I don't have the kit to show you because I printed the kit before the hurricane so that I could do a walkthrough with the kit and announce that I was doing a design team project, show you the kit, and let you know, and then make the initial part of the journal with you, and then over the next, several days, make the ephemera and things like that, put in the signatures, and then be done and then do a walkthrough like I usually do. However, it's not normal anymore. I'm in a new normal zone, and we'll get there. We'll figure it out. So it opens up with there's 2 brads here, and like I said, wax thread, and I just put some beads on. I matched the kit papers, the purple and green, and then put some other colors to kind of bring out, the colors. So I do not make jewelry. I will never profess to make jewelry. That's about the best I can do, but it's pretty. In here, we have our tag, and it's part of the kit, and this is basically what you will see throughout the kit. These are the colors. It's a woodland themed, basically woodland themed, autumn themed journal kit. It's got, your typical woodland animals, foxes and bears, chipmunks, birds. Let's see, what else does it have? Mushrooms, beautiful earth tones, as you can see. And yeah, so this is backed on tea-stained file folder. That's what I pretty much usually back my tags with. And then this has just some chiffon ribbon that I thought went really well. This is a picture of a collage I had done very, very, very long time ago. It says, "Live each day with a grateful heart." And just to let you know, I do send a lot of my pictures to Shutterfly, because with Shutterfly, if you take pictures of things, I have about 4,000 pictures. And I am a very novice photographer, but I love photography. And I take lots and lots of pictures. You'll see them throughout the journal. But you can send them to Shutterfly, and you can get as many as you want. As many as many 4x4 photographs on matte photo paper for free. All you have to do is pay for shipping. I suggest that you don't send them more than 100, because the shipping can get a little pricey if you do that. But they make great journal cards. They make great, you know, everything cards. I just have just a gazillion. I mean, some of these I took, you know, in North Carolina. Some of them I'd put, you know, in my personal journal. Some, you know, obviously like this one, and some others you'll see in the journal that I've used. It's just a great, for me personally, I think it's just a great way to add to a journal. So there is the first tag. And the back of the journal is just a magazine picture that I thought was really cute, so I just glued that on. And then it says, "Let all you do be done in love." It's 1 Corinthians 16:14. So, and I've got a little bit of lace right here. Inside, you open up the journal. And I have a twisted tangle here, another signature that's going to become very, very prominent in my journals. They are made by Donna. She's the one that taught me how to do it at Twisted Paper Studio. So if you go to her YouTube channel, you'll be able to see how these are made. I also did a video on how to make these. If you're interested, just go down to sometime before September, and you can see how I made those. But they're lots of fun, and I just used scraps that I had left over and a piece of velvet ribbon that I had that I thought went really well with the kit. So there is that. And then here is a postcard, and I made this in one of my other journals. I think I shared a long time ago a different paper bag journal that I had made using book page from an Edith Holden book. And I made it the same way. So you just open this up. It's got your little bag inside. Inside is part of the kit. It's a little box. And inside the box is all the ephemera, the fussy cuts. So I did all the fussy cutting, and I put it inside so that the person who gets this, and I did put some of my own pieces, you know, bits and pieces in here as well, so that the person who gets this can collage or use this in the journal anywhere that they wish, or in any other journal. But I just think, I mean, this is exactly, once you cut this tag out, this envelope out, and you, if you do it properly and fold it properly, this is what you have. I mean, she's a genius. Her kit is beautiful and very, very user-friendly. So that just goes right down in there. And that pretty much stays shut. And so then you turn the page, And the first few pages are, you know, pretty much writing pages or pages with tag. This is a library card holder that I covered with some lace. And inside is the library card, which I don't know why that keeps getting stuck. I think it's this. I think I need to, or maybe it's something inside. Oh, I know. There's a lip in there. I'll have to glue that down. This is just a library card that I covered with some vintage ledger. And I fussy cut one of her pumpkins out and put that on the back. And somebody could, you know, use that to journal on or what have you. And that goes right back inside here. And then she had these little tags that are just so adorable. I mean, they're just so adorable. So I used that pumpkin as a little tuck spot on there. And then here is a writing page. And I love how she edged her papers. I have some coffee stain paper that I scanned into my computer. It's just plain coffee stain paper. I have lots of different stain papers, but I had backed every page with the same color because this is the kind of journal I knew I was going to be making. So you'll see this color on the back of every page. So, you know, a person can collage on it, they can write on it. There's plenty of writing space in this journal. And, you know, it would be really great for the person if you took out the things in the journal that are holding it like this. It lays perfectly flat, but I don't want to get to the end and show you what's there until the end. So there's another page from the kit. Everything in here is from the kit except for some little doodads because I ran out of items to be able to make some different things I wanted to make. And so I just used, you know, what I had because I didn't have internet. I didn't have a printer and whatever. So, on the next page, she had a belly band, but I used it as a little tuck. And fussy cut more pumpkins out because I just think they are so adorable. And the person can, you know, put them anywhere or in another journal or, you know, wherever they want to put them. But they are so darling and they're so cute. I just love them. And so then in here, I printed this on vellum, which I think I have one scrap of that left in my scrap basket here, which I couldn't believe it. I have this scrap of vellum left, but yeah, I printed on the vellum and then I cut, you know, the pocket diagonally here and put this other envelope that she has, and I just used that as the little tuck, and inside here is just more of her fussy cuts and some words and some sentiments, but mostly her the kit, you know, things that I cut out from the kit. And that just slides right back in here. And this says happily ever after. There's a little butterfly I glued here. And then here is a picture that I cut out of a book, and I made it into vellum, and I'll be doing a video on this very shortly. But it is vellum. I'll be doing a video on how I do that within the next couple of days. And then here I have, I've made these before. I've done videos on them. All you do is take a piece of tracing paper, you stamp on it, and then I used some of her fussy cuts and some of my own pieces and collaged it. So I think you can see that. And then I just had some postcards, so I put the postcards in here. I backed them with the file folder, the tea stain file folder. And then here is the little chipmunk that I fussy cut, little squash. On the back, I have this little piece that I had in my stash. And you just open it up and it's, you know, some writing space. And then another piece of, this was a picture and now it is vellum. And no, I did not use oil. So yeah, I'll be doing a video very soon. This is on a piece of, it's on a book page from a Latin book that was actually my own Latin book when I was in high school. I went to a Catholic high school, so I still have that book, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I have another one of those belly bands that I made out of the tracing paper with some of her fussy cuts, this sleeve, this little cloak, and inside is, you know, the little fox mushroom. It's adorable. It's such a cute kit, and the colors are my colors, so I just love it so much. And in here is just, you know, some more things that I had, you know, that like I said, I ran out of things, so I put some of my own things that I had laying around, and, you know, or made stamps or what have you. And so that's the envelope, and that slides right in here. And this is a book page from Edith Holden, which is also vellum, but I put some tea-stained, not tea-stained, avocado lace paper on the back of that. And that goes right in here. And then you turn the page, and in here it says count your blessings. I think it's a journal card, but I made a pocket out of it. And here you have little squirrel following the little boy with the flute. And I back that as well with the file folder, a tag, and that's got the file folder on the back as well. This is just a pocket that I made. It's kind of a fun little item that I make for a lot of my journals. Most all of my journals have them in them. But you just take a piece of paper and you cut it into a square, and then you just cut these circles. You know, you line the back, obviously. So this is the front of the scrap that I had left. And then this is another part of the scrap that I had left. And then I just glued it together. And then I have a template that I made. And then you just, you know, cut it like that, and it becomes, you know, your pocket. So, and inside I have a magazine that I backed with some paper, and it's just a magazine cutout, but we used to have a Westie, and they're just dressed up, and I just adore them. So they went in there just to make somebody happy, because they made me happy. And this is part of the kit as well. And it was just a scrap that I had, so I used it as a writing spot. And that just fits also inside of this sweet little envelope. And then you just fold it and then tuck it, and it stays closed, and you just put it in a pocket. You could do that with book page as well. And here she makes hidden paper clips for you. They are in the kit. So all you have to do is fussy cut them out. She gives you both the front, the inside, and the outside. So all you have to do is cut it out, put the paper clip on the inside part, and then glue this on the outside part, and you have your hidden paper clip. She's a genius. This is just one of my postcards backed with some of the cardstock. Not cardstock, file folder. I back all of my ephemera with tea-stained file folder. Here is a tag I made with the kit, and it's got a vine stitching around it. I don't know if you can see that. I hope I've been in frame this whole time. And that just slides right up underneath here. And then over here, I have a paper bag that I just did some decoupage with a napkin, a fall napkin that I had. And inside here, I have some more postcards backed with the file folder. And like I said, I'd put other things in it, and I would have made, you know, different file folders with more of the paper, but I didn't have any. and I didn't have any means to print any. So, but, you know, that's okay. Basically, you're seeing everything that's in the kit, except for a few pieces of paper that I wasn't able to print. This is just an over-the book. I've made these before, I think, online. It's book page. It's actually from a dictionary that I have. And what I do so that the writing goes the right way is instead of taking one, you know, piece of paper, I take two pieces of paper and glue them together and then fold it so that the writing's going the right way. And this is just a decoupage napkin that I had in my stash. So I put the fox on there. And then you have some pockets here. And I had this in my stash, so I put those inside the pocket because I ran out of the fussy cuts. So yeah. So that's pretty neat. I love making these. And I've made them with book page. I make them with pretty much anything. I typically will make them with backgrounds of the kit, but unfortunately I didn't print all the background pages. But once you go on to her Etsy site, you'll be able to see the kit. And I believe if you go on to her YouTube channel, Creative Paper Artisan on YouTube, I think she probably does a walkthrough of her kit. And then under here, you know, obviously there's a writing page. There's another pocket here. I just didn't put something in there. And then inside this pocket, I just had this in my stash, so I put that in here just as happy heart. And then here's another piece left over that I had from making the tracing paper belly bands. So this is one of hers, this is hers, this is hers, this is hers, this is hers. So I just collaged it and made a tuck spot. And inside the tuck spot is another yellow rose that I used to have, and that goes in there. This is my own shorthand book, and so I put pages of my shorthand book ever since I started watching Leslie from 507 Willow House journals. I started using my shorthand book because she uses her mama's, and I thought, oh, that's a good idea. So I started adding pages in my shorthand book. Oh, that just tells you how old I am. Anyway, this is just a scrap that I had. So instead of making this an envelope like it was supposed to be, I made it just a never-ending piece of writing paper that you could either collage or take apart and make something with, or just write some secret notes or quotes or favorite scripture verses or what have you. And that goes right back inside here. And then, oops, there we go. And over here we have a squirrel that I just fussy cut. That's from the kit. And then in here is a pocket from the kit and a tag with some of the tea stain paper, the file folder. And this is like, I showed you that picture before back here that I turned into vellum. It is this same picture, except I didn't make this into vellum. See? It's the same thing, but I made this into vellum. And this I made into a little booklet, you know, with just tea stain scraps that I had. So I'm just so happy I was able to finish it so that I could, you know, put it up and show you. There is a coupon code for it. I just remembered it. Oh my goodness. I may be able to put that on. I'm not sure. I'll try. If not, just go to Karin Villanova at, you know, I'll have all of her information, and you can just go to her YouTube channel and visit her there, or her Facebook group, and just ask her for the coupon code, and I'm positive she will give you the coupon code. Here is another butterfly that I just cut out of the book page, and here is a vellum tag, but I backed the vellum tag with ledger, and then I put some avocado paper on it, because when I put the girls on the vellum, it made it very floppy. So these are just Tim Holtz, but this is the kit. And then I edged it with my gold paint pen, and then just put, you know, a bow up there. And that just goes in there. And then I had a fussy cut flower, so I put it there on the page. And then here is the center of the signature. Here we have just a sunflower cut out, and a bird, and a tag that I had in my stash, because this looked real plain to me. This is something that I made, I think, on a video with y'all, but it's just, I know I did way back. If you don't have flowers that you've pressed, you can use book page. So that's what I use to do this. And I just put some gesso on the back, and it's made out of a book page. That's it. And I collaged it, put a little pocket here. I don't have anything little to, well, I'll show you. I'll put it in there, actually. I just put a little tuck back here, and then this is just glued on just to give it some, you know, character. And then there's a little pocket right here. And I also put it through my embossing machine before I did the gesso. Okay? And that goes inside this vellum pocket, which is a 3-pocket vellum pocket. So there's 3 pockets here. Oops, I don't want to bend his wing. You know me and butterflies. And then here's just some words that I had, and some die cuts that I had, fall die cuts, so I put those inside that pocket. And this is obviously this, but it's on vellum. And then this is the napkin that I glued onto some file folder. And then this was a picture, but I made vellum out of it. And this was out of a book, a children's book, and I just have him peeking out of the pocket just so that when you took this out, there'd be something there. And then there's the other side of that shorthand book, and I just put that's part of the kit, I'm pretty sure. I know she had some moths or butterflies. I'm pretty sure that is. And then we have a little tag, another paper clip. Gosh, I really hope I've been in frame. This is just something I had in my stash. And I have a typewriter. I have autumn is my season. I have a whole bunch of words and sentiments, and I just pick and choose whatever season it is, and I place that in there. The other side of that paper bag that I collaged. And then this is a fox tag from the kit that goes inside here. And then this is a flip over page, but I did it with coffee stain paper. And this says count your blessings. And then I had this little sunflower in my stash, so I put it in there. And then this is from me printing with when I was running out of ink. I always let it run out of ink, and I just keep printing whatever I want to print because I just like the different colors. It's just, I don't know, I just love this color, and you can't get it. So this is something I do quite often, and I can do a video on it. I have lots, I've done it several times. What I do, and I learned this on Graphic Fairies a long time ago. Heather from Ruby and Pearl is a design team member for Graphic Fairies, and she's the one that taught me how to do this, and all it is double printing. If you notice, I printed a French document, and then over the French document, I printed pictures, and then I just cut them out so that I don't have to fussy cut anything. And then I just typed out it, every day is a blessing, and I glued that on there. But this is all one piece. So it's just in the way you print it. And I can show it to you someday if you're interested in learning. Like I said, it was years ago I saw it on the Graphic Fairies. If you go on the Graphic Fairies, if you're a member, then you could look up Heather from Ruby and Pearl XO. Just type in Ruby and Pearl, Heather Ruby and Pearl XO video tutorial. And this, it might come up. I'll check for you if you're interested. If not, I can show you how to do it. It's very simple. And I know nothing. I am very, very technology inept, if that's how you say it. This is from the kit. And this is from the kit, obviously. And then there's a little beer here. Little tag, and then there's part of actually this. It started printing normally, and then it turned into purple. But I just kept printing as many things as I could because you can always use it. I just love that color, and I just can't get that background color no matter what berry I use or what tea I use. I cannot get that purple color. So, and I love it. So it's a thought. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but why not? You know, use up all your ink that you can. So, you know, pick out some pretty things and print them up, even if it's a document. So that goes over that page. And then this is from my Latin book. This is just another picture I have in my stash, and I put autumn carries more gold in its pocket than all the other seasons, and I just love that picture. So I back that, and I actually have a bunch of postcards that I make myself, and then whatever, I just go through them all, and then I just use which ones I think go well. I mean, I could even make this into a Santa's, you know, I could make this Christmas very easily by putting something about Christmas on it. So it's just an idea. You know, it doesn't come with the kit, but it's just an idea. You know, grab book pages. Children's book pages are awesome for doing that. I have so many children's books. They're my favorite books to have. I actually have one of my mother-in-law's. Where are we in time? 33 minutes. I have one of my mother-in-law's here, which if I try and move things, I might knock a bunch of things over. But what I'll do is, let me see if I'm not going to knock everything over, maybe I could pull it out. Anyway, I have one of my mother-in-law's children's books from 1921. She was in the 3rd grade. And it's her reader book. And it's really great. It's a great book. I love it. But I'm afraid if I pull it out of my bookshelf here that I have beside me, I'll knock everything over. But, you know, another thing, like I love, like, even though this doesn't have a lot of graphics in it, I love the color. It's the Bobbsey twins. I have a whole bunch of them because, I mean, I read the Bobbsey twins my whole life. And you can get these anywhere for like $1. They're like Reader's Digest. They're everywhere. As you can see, I've cut a lot of the pages out. But the good thing about this is, one, the paper is awesome. And the second great thing about these is you don't have to worry about what is in another novel. You know what I mean? So that's why I always tend to go with the children's books, even if they don't have, you know, a lot of, you know, pictures and things like that, because, I mean, you know, you don't have to worry when you use a book page for something, if you know what I mean, without me, you know, getting into specifics. So, anyway, that's that. And then, here is just some fabric I put together, and it goes right underneath this paper clip. And I just put a little teeny tiny hole in it and tied it with some sari. And these are just, you know, some pieces I had. It's vintage lace and fabrics that I just, you know, always include some lace and fabrics in my journals, because, you know, somebody might want to collage a page, or, you know, make, you know, a little pocket, you know, here with it, or do something that I hadn't thought of. So I always like to include that in my journals. So somewhere, either like this or in some other way. But anyway, that just goes up in there. Here is another one of those, yeah, you know what that is. And then there's a mushroom there that's already glued, but you know, I like to put something there because that way when you pull this out, there's something behind it. This is a pocket from the kit. I'm sorry if I'm going really fast, and I really need to have a sip of tea because I need to breathe. Oh my goodness. And my throat is so dry. Here's some music paper. Y'all, you're not going to believe it. I'll do a video. I won some music paper on eBay for $2. It cost $9 to ship it, but I won it for $2. But it cost $11. I got 32 books of music dating from like 1901, late 1800s. I mean, you name the music, I have it. It's the craziest thing I've ever won on eBay. And so I'll do a video. But anyway, this is obviously a book page, I mean a music page pocket. And it's just, you know, here, here, and here. And this is from a magazine. You know, just a, I don't know, it's probably one of my decorating magazines. But anyway, I backed it on some, you know, like I said, I make postcards and then just use them in a journal when I run out of things, or if I need to, you know, use it for something, you know, just to add something else or something different. And this is just from my stash. And then this is a tag from the kit, and I stitched the branch stitch for my sewing machine on that one. Excuse me. And then I used washi tape all around it. Just, I don't know, just to kind of add some fall color. As you can see, as I, you know, started getting towards the end, you see less and less ephemera from the kit, which I'm really sorry, Karin. This, I was even running out of paper things to put in it, so I started using fabric. And I made these tags, and I just put them together with jump rings. The person can take them apart if you would like, or just leave them together. it comes off. I did not glue it on. And what I do is I glue it on cardstock. And then if you can see, it's embossed. But what I do is I glue the fabric on first. And then when it's dry, I run it through my embossing machine so that you can't see it in the camera, but you can see it in person. And the embossing on the fabric is beautiful. And this is just some fall fabric that I thought, well, I thought it was fall looking anyway, that I had in my stash. So, and a deer I cut out of something, and then some more fabric. And this is just a piece of file folder that I had left over with some washi tape on it to make a little pocket. And you can take these apart and use them, or just keep them like this and write, you know, on the backs. So that goes there. And they're stitched. They're all stitched. You know, stitched around. And then here is just a card. I buy cards. I pick them up off of tables at the library that people leave. And I use them in my journals. This says Autumn Blessings. I just cut off, you know, what the person wrote and stuff. And here I type, families are like tree branches. We grow in different directions, yet our roots remain the same. And then I just put a piece of paper here so that the person can write. And that just slides up underneath there. This is one of Karen's paper clips. And just a partridge that I had in my stash, and it just says sweetest day. And isn't it just the sweetest day? It will be if this video uploads. And then another one of those cards, and these are not real flowers. They are from a book page. And again, you know, did the same thing and then just collaged it. And then put some gesso on the back for writing. I love writing on gesso. I just, yeah, it's fun. I love it. It just looks so nice. My handwriting always looks better if I'm writing on something else. And then this is the last page. And then here is a pocket. And I did put a gusset on the sides, as you can see. And inside here is an envelope, you know, booklet, or not an envelope, it's a booklet, pocket booklet. And then I was doing some painting because I couldn't do anything else, so I fussy cut around it, and I have a bunch of them. I think I've added them. And then this is one of my pictures that I was telling you about. I actually happen to have caught the butterfly on my salvia out back. So, and it's on some milkweed. So, yeah. It's one of my favorite pictures. Love it. Can y'all see it? But they make great writing cards or pockets, or I just love using them in my journals. And then over here, I have another picture that I took. I happen to have caught a bee right there. So I've used this picture a lot in my journals. So I love gardening. I can a lot, and I was able to can a lot of things, tomatoes and strawberries, mostly our tomatoes. I was able to get about 8 jars, which to me was a lot. So yeah, I was happy about that. And again, another picture that, you know, was in my file of postcards that I make, and it's just, I put on it, it's a time of the season when leaves and love fall into place. And this is another one of those little cards that I make where I do the triple printing or double printing. And then some ledger or it's just a piece of scrap that I had of a French document. I have a lot of French documents, for those of you that don't know, that I have scanned and used the scans. And I've also purchased a lot from Ruby and Pearl, XO, and yeah, I think I got some French documents from her as well that I print, but a lot of them are my own. So there's just another one of those cards. And then here we have two little girls that I saw, and I just could not resist these magazine pages. But here she's climbing into the cabinet and she's getting some of her mom's apple crisp. And it says, I just put feed your soul there. And then here she's eating her mom's apple crisp. And I just put joy. So, yeah. Just go through your books or go through your magazines and you'll be surprised. And there you go. And that is my journal. And I will do how I made this journal. I'll do a video on it in the future. But for now, I don't have enough time to do one. I'll do one within the next couple of days on the base of it and show you how. I mean, I just did a 3 pamphlet stitch in the spine, but I will show you how I made this in a journal this week at some point. Okay, I have another journal coming up after this one, so stay tuned if I can get it up. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, and I will put all the information for Karen's channel. Again, it's a creative paper artisan on YouTube, and her name is Karin Villanova, and she also has a Facebook group. So there you go. That is my design team project, and I hope you like it. And Karen, I hope that you're pleased. Until we meet again, be well, be safe, and God bless. Bye-bye, y'all.